Hello, welcome to Growing Energy. My name is Energy. If this is your first time here checking out one of my videos, I appreciate you so much for clicking on my video, for checking out my channel. If you are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Okay, so let's get straight into the message. What I wanted to do is I was kind of just got off of work, was relaxing, and I feel like I was prompted to just do a message from spirit, a message for somebody that feels like, I don't know, times are changing. There's a lot of planets that are retrograde and the energy is all over the place. And sometimes we just need a little bit of reassurance. We just need to hear from spirit. We just need to know, am I being heard? Am I being remembered? Am I being listened to on your journey for, of manifestation and everything? So you can pick one of these decks or cards, sorry. This is card 1, Child of the Cosmos. This is card 2, Empathic Starseed. And this is pile 3, We the Hathors. I really love this deck, y'all. This is the Starseed Oracle deck. I got this not too long ago. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And we'll go ahead and move these to the side, and we will start with pile 1. Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So let's see what this card has to say. I'm going to read this from the book, and that's okay. Lots of readers do that. Child of the Cosmos. Okay. So this is basically we're just pulling out messages that spirit wants you to know, okay? Some of this may resonate with you. None of it can resonate with you, but regardless of whatever, we're just going to jump right into it. There's a mysterious force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there beyond your last. It's the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender to it. Because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will, it's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from the pulse of life and fall into the pattern of believing that we're separate or feeling that we need to go it alone. We can feel isolated and as if we need to figure things out by ourselves, to rely on our own strength. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells, to remember that you're a precious child of a loving, gentle universe, that you have access to all of the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities there ever were, are, or will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, that you do too. Right, so basically Spirit is talking to you and expressing to you the need for you to not think that you're alone, to not think that you don't have what it takes or you don't have the knowledge to take that next step, or, you could be facing a lot of things right now and feel as though I don't know as much as I do, but it's like if you tune into yourself, if you meditate, you realize you actually do. Because like the card says, every cell in your body knew what to do because of the intelligence you store within you. Look at this card. She's floating within the cosmos. You are a lot higher in the spiritual realm. You are a lot higher than you even know. You have a very strong power because in order for you to be that connected with yourself and the cosmos, you're not regular. I mean, none of us are regular, right? We're all divine beings having a normal human experience, right? But there's something about you to where it's almost like you forgot how divine you are. And the universe is asking you to step up now and realize that you have so much within you and you don't need to act as though you don't know. If you don't have the answers right now, they'll come to you. You just need to connect with your higher self. Some of you watching this pile can benefit from meditation. Meditation can be something that can quiet your mind. You can try tapping, which I just discovered as a form of therapy, right? To kind of unblock yourself and heal yourself from things that may kind of cause you to see yourself in a lower, from a lower vibration when you're not. You have such a high vibration around you. And I think it's time that you catch up with who you really are, because it's really going to be beneficial for you moving forward. So let's see what other messages Spirit has. What messages do you have, Spirit? Let's get one at a time. What messages do you have, Spirit? Ooh, stop giving away your power right now. So some of you watching this could be, right, so let me tell you what I'm seeing right now. You know, like when you're the dependable friend that always shows up for everybody, when you're the one that your life could be in shambles, right? But if someone needs you, you're always there. And if you're giving yourself and your power away to everyone else, how are you going to discover what's inside of you? How are you going to discover the thing that makes you special? Because there's something there. It's waiting for you to discover it. And Spirit is asking you to stop being, you can be there for people, but I feel like you're so loving and because you're trying to figure yourself out, you just made it a point of yours to help everyone else. Like you want to help everyone else figure their life out. You want to help everyone else get to their goals and get to and realize their vision. Meanwhile, you have a whole solar system that's floating around inside of you that's waiting to just be expressed. And you need to focus on that. You need to be better at prioritizing yourself. That might be hard for you, but it's something that Spirit is asking you to do. Let's see what other messages we have. We have, find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. Right. So on your journey to finding yourself, you could definitely be focusing on the fact that, thinking to yourself, well, I'm not where I want to be and I don't feel 100%. Like, seasonal depression is a thing. We're around the holiday season and seasonal depression is a thing. And I know sometimes when I've suffered from it, I thought the cure was to be overly productive. I have to figure my life out. I have to figure this out. I have to do this. I have to do this, and I didn't leave time to play, or I didn't leave time to let Spirit talk to me because I was filling my brain and my time up with the things that I thought were going to get me ahead. And realistically, there are so many ways that you can be led by your higher self, by God, by Spirit, to figure out who you are and what your purpose is and where you belong or what your next step is. So if you find time to play, it's almost like it will cleanse your energy when you do that, when everything isn't so serious for you, when you find that time and take that time to allow yourself to develop, to connect with your higher self. This card kind of stuck out and didn't want to go back in, so let's see what it says. Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. You're a very serious person in this pile. Very, very, I have to get it, or anxious. I feel like the anxious energy of, I can't make mistakes. I have to get it. I have to be right. I have to, like you put so much pressure on yourself. And this carrying the world also goes back to the stop giving away your power to me. You really need to focus on not giving yourself, not overextending yourself for everyone that needs you. Because it's like, I'm sure everyone around you is so happy and to be around you and ask you for advice and to just ask for your help with things. But it's always like doing it so much is taking away from you finding yourself. You threw yourself into finding everyone else, and Spirit is asking you to find yourself now. Let's pull some cards from the Spirit message. Okay. No. We just need one. We just need one. But what I get from all these cards so far is you are a really generous person. In case you haven't heard that recently, you're a very, very giving and generous person. You just need to learn how to give to yourself more. Let's pull a card and see what message we have from this thing. All right, nothing comes out. I'll just go ahead and pull one. Boom. Okay. The message we have is be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception, and that's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your self-worth or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. What a beautiful message for you. What a beautiful message. Okay, spend some time on yourself. Love on yourself, appreciate yourself, figure yourself out, understand your power. I am so proud of you for who you're going to become, who you are now, and who you were in the past. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Be sure to like, share, comment, or subscribe. And subscribe. Okay, let's move on to pile number 2. So pile number 2, we have the empathic starseed card. So I'm going to back up to the camera right now, and I'm going to read it for you. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Ooh, some empaths in this pile. Okay. Y'all, I don't know every single card in every single deck, so I'm going to read out of this book. Don't judge me. Okay. All right. Empathic starseeds are here to shift the world through their physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here. Thanks to the energetic change their physical presence causes. Due to their highly sensitive nature, empathic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth in a physical body. Many are prone to addiction and depression, or tend to mistake other people's feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts. They tend to prefer spending time alone or in small groups. Crowds can be overwhelming for them. If this card appears, consider lightening the load energetically. Don't put yourself under such pressure to go out into the world. Be gentle with yourself. Allow extra time and care to recover energetically. If you're feeling pressured to keep up a certain pace, instead, put on the brakes and treat yourself like a precious baby. Do whatever you can to take the pressures of the world off your plate. Switch off to switch back on. In today's world, it's normal to feel that we should be doing more. But perhaps being present in our life is enough. This could be a phase you're going through, or simply how you're being called to live your life. If your work involves giving to others, right now you're being called to keep something for yourself. You don't need to transmute it all. It's okay to look after your own growth and heal before feeling you should offer it to the world. Indeed, it's necessary if you want to continue to do so sustainably. What a beautiful, beautiful message. If you were drawn to pile 1, you should go back and watch pile 1, because pile 1 also had aspects of someone that needed to stop taking on everyone else's issues and kind of realize their own, because they were, confused about their own path. Some of it might resonate with you, some of it might not. So just check it out if you were thinking about it, though. But with this card, so much, I feel like in the past several years, a lot of empaths were realized. Like, this is what I'm thinking. You could have been one of those people that you didn't really feel or understand energy before you went through your spiritual awakening. You didn't think you were an empath. You could have been even extroverted, liked hanging around people, and then a switch happened. And when that switch happened, it turned something on inside of you, and then you started paying attention to the codes around you. I'm thinking about the Matrix, and how when he finally realized he was in the Matrix and he started seeing the codes and how everything, the system made everything, it's like he opened his eyes, his third eye was open to all of those messages. And I feel like that's what you've experienced. Going out in big crowds isn't your thing anymore, even if you used to love concerts. Maybe you'll go out every now and then, but it takes you a while to recover from it. You have a strong energy, And your energy is extremely strong because, like that card said, you're able to manipulate the room when you walk in. Like, I'm sure you've realized that too in the past, how you've walked into a room and, you know, people start staring at you, or if you're happy, everyone else is happy around you, or if you're sad, all of a sudden, like the energy in the room is kind of brought down. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, like, it's not a bad thing. However, being cognizant and understanding your power in being an empath, because a lot of people don't know, a lot of people like that don't understand spiritual concepts will look at someone who says they're an empath and be like, you're just sensitive, you know, like that's a powerful thing to be, to have that sensitivity to connect with the undercurrent of society, to connect with the undercover current of existence, of spirit. A lot of people can't do that. Your spiritual journey is one of constantly needing to understand yourself spiritually so that you can tell when the energy you're feeling has absolutely nothing to do with you. So let me explain that further, right? When I went through what I feel like is my spiritual awakening, I didn't even think about the songs I listened to or the movies I listened to or watched, or like just videos online on social media. And then I noticed that, like, watching videos on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, watching certain videos, all of a sudden I get upset. All of a sudden I'd be happy. All of a sudden I'd be sad. All of a sudden, you know, like, and I didn't pick up on the fact that it was kind of like controlling my emotions, not because I'm weak, but because I'm an empath and I can pick up on energy really quickly. And the stronger you get in that empathic nature, the more you realize it and the stronger you get in it, is the more you have to be mindful of, if I watch this type of show before I go to sleep, what kind of dreams do I have? What do I feel? What happens to me? What kind of conversations do I have with people around me? Okay, there are a lot of videos online right now of men and women bashing each other, saying the other one is horrible, they're worthless, whatever the case is. If you are, doesn't matter what sex you are, right? Or they, them, whatever you consider yourself. When you're an empath and you see things like that, it's almost like it starts to wear on you and you start to like hate the other side, or hate anyone that's not you, or I don't want to be with them, or look at them as beneath you, or, you know, it's like it starts to affect you that way. And you can easily, not saying you do this, but a person can easily turn into a cynic, or become very cynical because of what they're absorbing. You will do really well with taking salt baths. That's important for you to cleanse your energy, and you should be doing it weekly. If you're as powerful as this card dictates, and you know that yourself, or maybe you're coming into understanding that. But taking salt baths, a lot of baths, like spiritual baths that help you remove negative energy. My family is Jamaican, and we always talk about, like my mom always says, if like when you feel like you have bad luck around you, or if you feel like things aren't going right, she'll tell me, go to the ocean. Like, because the seawater has salt in it, and the salt in it, like a lot of people believe that not the old wives' tale, but superstition from my childhood growing up is hearing people say, like, the ocean washes away all of your bad luck. You need to get in the ocean. Now, if you can't get into the ocean, then taking a salt bath with some Himalayan salt, some Epsom salt in your bath is perfectly fine. If you don't have a bathtub, get a big bowl, put some warm water in there, put some Himalayan salt inside of it, mix it around counterclockwise, and speak to it. You're powerful enough to speak life into that spiritual bath. You don't have to buy anything from anyone online, right? Mix it counterclockwise and say to yourself, I'm using this bath to cleanse myself of everything negative or from the energy that's not mine that I've absorbed. And you're going to take that basin up or that bowl up and kind of let that water run over you from the neck down. But do this after you take a shower. So make sure your body is clean before you do that bath. Okay, so that's just something that you can use. But let's see what other messages we have for you. for, what other messages do we have? All right, that's too many. That's too many. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. Yes, there's a need for you to like baby yourself energetically, like understand, you almost become like really bougie or stuck up with your energy and what you consume, the things you eat too. Be careful of that. Be careful of what you eat. It could, of course, food can either fuel you or take away from you, but energetically, it can make you feel heavy and tired. I'll take these two cards. Okay. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. You don't have to let your feelings, right? Like, you know how you have like energetic ups and downs because you're absorbing people's energy, the energy of certain things. Sometimes you can get weary and start lacking confidence within yourself. So Spirit just wants to remind you that you are so powerful and you have the power to create the life that you love. You have the power to not heal yourself from being an empath. You don't need to heal yourself from that. You need to heal the energies around you so that your energy as an empath is pure and it's connected to you and not just pulling from everyone else. And also be mindful. I'm hearing be mindful of the friends that you have. If you have a friend or something like that that's always speaking negative and always has an issue or something wrong, and you get around them and you feel like you have to take a deep breath before you get around them, you have to honestly be brave enough to walk away from that friendship. And maybe Spirit is giving you a confirmation through me right now, or this is the first time that you're thinking about doing this and you just need to take heed to that. So that could be for some of you, that can be for none of you, but somebody, it'll resonate with somebody. Okay, and the next card we have is open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. And I'm thinking this is the love for yourself. This is the love that you have for yourself while you're tending to your emotions, while you're taking your spiritual baths. Showing love and letting love flow is also self-love. It's self-care. If you are on a spiritual path or just discovering yourself on this path, it's important that you do the things that you need to do to remind yourself, both physically and spiritually, that you are important to you. A lot of times we go out of our way to show other people how important they are to us or how much we care about them. And when it comes to us, there's like a disconnect when it comes to doing it for ourselves. So you're just being asked to be mindful of that and really step in and be brave and transmute those energies. Some of you can have like heavy Scorpio placements, right? This empathic transmutation that I'm seeing. But you have it within you. Being an empath isn't a bad thing. You just have to know how to work with it. Let's get another message for you. Let's get another message for you. What messages you have for group 2? Okay. Make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. I know that's right. Pile 2, I appreciate you so much for watching this reading. Thank you so much. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And come back and check me out soon, okay? Be well. Be blessed. All right. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, you chose the We Are the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Now, let me read to you what this card says. Like I told the other piles, don't come for me because I don't know every single meaning of every single card, okay? Plus, I like the description in this card, in this deck. from the book. Okay, we are the Hathors. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life, and to realize that the cosmic mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mother, flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. You are deeply loved. You are deeply loved. And I hope you know that. I hope you know that during this transition period that you're in, during this period of self-discovery, during this period of balancing your karma or balancing the love that you used to give out versus the love that you get in, you know that you are never alone. Some of you you may have grown up without your parents or just lost a parent recently, and you feel like you're in need of that, I'm going to say motherly, but, healthy father too, that fatherly hug, that motherly hug, that, the touch of your parents, like the hug from your parents that, that makes it feel like everything is okay. And you might not be getting that from anyone externally, but Spirit is saying that you may not be able to feel it, but that sensation on the inside of like the heat that you feel on the inside sometimes, that Spirit talking to you, that Spirit letting you know that they're around you. Look for signs in your external universe that shows like Spirit showing up for you within this next week or whenever, next month. If you see anything relating to ancient Egypt, pharaohs, gods and goddesses, temples in Egypt, Egyptian hieroglyphics, it's almost like Spirit's way of reminding you of this reading and telling you, I'm with you. You're not alone. If you're going in for a job interview, Spirit is with you. You're not alone. If you're going to have that difficult conversation with that person that you care about, Spirit is with you. Whatever it is that has you scared, taking the next step in your business, Spirit is with you. You don't need to think of yourself as alone at all on this journey at this point, because you have a strong spiritual team behind you, and they're there with you, uplifting you, giving you the right things to say, going before you on your path, and also standing around you with an encompassing light of blessings to let you know, we love you, we're here for you, and you're not alone. And in that same way that you're being loved, you can connect with those people that feel like they don't have love or they're not seen, and you have the capacity to be able to share that love with them because you have so much of it. It's so powerful. Somebody, a complete stranger, can pass us and say something, one sentence to us that changes our life that day, that makes us feel appreciated, wanted, needed, seen. So many times walking through this earth, people don't feel seen, but your power is you help them feel seen. You walk around this earth on a consistent basis, saying nice things, being nice, overextending yourself for people that feel like they don't even deserve it or don't even understand why you've done it. But you've done it, and Spirit is letting you know the same way that you've been there for people, Spirit is there for you as well. So you just need to be mindful of that and understand that you are never, ever, ever alone. Let's see what other messages we have. See, I like this one. Bet on yourself. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. You finding yourself, you giving out that love, you transitioning, like whatever, if this is a transition that you're making in your life, Spirit is just reminding you that you got it. Bet on yourself. You don't have to worry about being alone during any major decisions because you're not alone. Okay. Clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. So like if you were interested in pile 2, I suggest you watch that because we did talk about in pile 2 taking like a salt bath or going to the beach or getting in a water to cleanse yourself. And this is great that you're able to show love, right? This is great you're able to be there for people. But like sometimes when a person isn't really that established on their spiritual journey and they're brand new to it, their energy might not be as cleansed as it can be. And you can maybe get residuals of all the people you work with. So like if you're a spiritual teacher, guide, or leader or something like that, you also need to cleanse yourself from all the energy you're picking up because it's an energy exchange when you give love and receive love from people. And these people might not be bad. They're not bad people because maybe, they have negative energy around them or something like that. They're just in a different phase, transitioning into a more highly aligned phase. And if God sends you to be a beacon of light for other people, He just wants to make sure that you understand you need to cleanse yourself and make sure you're taking care of your vessel 100%. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. For those of you that feel alone, communicate that. It's okay to say that out loud. It's okay to say, I don't feel seen. I don't feel important. I feel alone. I don't feel loved. Talk to God. Talk to your spirit guides. If you feel comfortable saying this to somebody else, speak to somebody else. But just know there's no reason for you to doubt that you're in a safe place to communicate. Write your feelings down. Make voice notes and be vulnerable. And don't judge yourself when you're vulnerable like that. Don't judge your vulnerability. Because when you are most vulnerable and you are honest with yourself and you clear that mental clutter, you get everything out of your head and put it down on paper, you start taking care of your body, clean your room. I promise you, like, I used to think that was so stupid saying clean your room to change your energy. Like, cleanliness is next to godliness. But for me, when I'm going through bouts of depression, that's the thing that helps me. Like, I'll clean my room, spray some good perfume in there, leave, and then come back. And for some reason, it makes me feel better. I'll leave my house and then come back to my house. And when I open my door or see my room or whatever, I'm like, oh my goodness, it just looks so amazing. Sometimes you have to get out of it and then come back and see it with a fresh new set of eyes, a fresh perspective, whatever that may be that, you are going through or that you're trying to process and transmute in your life. So let's pull one last card, one last message that Spirit wants you to know. Spirit, what's the last message that you have for group number 3? What is that last message? What is that last message that you have for group number 3? What is that last message that you have for group? Okay. Oh, sorry. We have find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full. Follow your heart and always trust your intuition. Go deep within, find your triggers, and address them one by one. Self-healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself. I know that's right. For those of you that are out here giving love and being there for other people, especially in spite of you, some of you maybe not feeling that love yourself, The more you address your triggers, the more you clear yourself mentally and heal from the things that hurt you and let those feelings out and not hold them in, is the more powerful you will become on this existence. Thank you so much for watching this reading, Pile 3. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.